Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I've been missing for quite some time now, but I'm back with a new video for you guys. And today I'm going to be showing y'all how I made this wig. This hair is from StemaHair, I want to say it's called. And this is the body wave wefts and closure. It was 3 bundles and a closure. The bundles were 20, 22, and 24 inches. And then the closure is 16 inches. This is the first wig I've ever made, and I feel like it came out so good. So I'm going to show you guys how I did it, and I'll probably be making more wigs with different hair textures. I don't remember exactly what kind of hair this is. I just remember the texture. So I'm going to link all the information in the description bar, and yeah, let's get right to it. Okay guys, so first we're going to start with the closure. I'm just parting off the front pieces of hair, and I'm going to just pluck behind that front row of hair that I parted out of the way. And this is just going to make the hairline look a little bit more natural, take out some of that density, and just make it match what a real hairline looks like. So I'm just going to keep doing that until it looks how I want it to look, basically. Now I'm going to go ahead and create some baby hairs. These baby hairs are just going to help me hide the line of demarcation, I guess it's called. I don't know. But when you cut off the lace, it's going to help me hide where the lace starts. Now I'm going to go ahead and bleach the knots. This is just so that those black dots that you see where I took the hair out and where the hair starts in the lace, it's basically not going to be there anymore. I'm just using some powder lightener and some cream developer. I'm really eyeballing it. I used 1 scoop of the powder lightener, and then I'm adding enough cream developer to make it thick enough to not seep through the lace. And this is about a good texture. You see how when I put it on the little brush and I flip it over, it doesn't spill. I let that sit for about 30 minutes, and now I'm just going to go ahead and wash the closure, and I'm also going to wash the rest of my bundles. I'm using the Cream of Nature, I believe it is, detangling shampoo and conditioner, and I also use their leave-in. I'll link everything that I use for this, including like the stuff to sew on the hair and all of that, in the description bar, so you guys can check that out. Now we're going to go ahead and get started sewing the wig together. First, I'm starting with the closure. I think this just makes it easier. I'm not sure, but since I don't know like where it's going to need to be, I feel like it'll be easier for me to just start with this and then put the other hair around it. So I'm using T-pins to put the closure in place, and you just want to make sure that your closure is as flat as humanly possible, because when you put it on your head, you don't want to look like you have a wrinkled scalp. So just make sure it's tight on your dome cap, make sure it's flat and all that good stuff. Now to sew, this looks kind of awkward, but basically all I did was I put the needle through from the bottom and I wrapped one part of the thread around the needle 3 times, and then I pulled to make a knot. And now I'm just going to go ahead and sew the rest of the closure on. You want to make sure that when you're doing it on the edge of the dome cap that you're not grabbing that elastic band that's in the dome cap, because that's going to make it really difficult for that elastic to stretch around your head when you're finished and you want to put that wig on. Now the closure is all sewed on, and I'm just going to go ahead and put this hair out of the way and start with the bundles. So of course I started with the longest bundle, the 24-inch, and I'm just basically doing it from ear to ear, and I put it through the track at first, through just the lining of the dome cap, not the elastic band. And now you can see I'm doing the same thing. I'm wrapping the thread around the needle a few times so that it makes a knot. And now when I sew the rest of the track on, I'm going to go under the track just in case I want to use the hair again for something else. And you can see what I was saying before about holding the excess thread up with one hand and then putting the needle under that piece of thread. Now when I get to the end, I'm going to put the needle through the track again because I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to fold it over because I know that sometimes you can experience shedding if you like cut the weft or cut the track, whatever you want to call it. And I really don't want to deal with that. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep folding it over until I get to the end, and then I'll go ahead and start with the new bundle. And I'm basically doing the same thing over and over again. So now I'm starting with the second bundle, the 22-inch, and this time I'm going to start double lining the hair. So I basically just folded it in half, and that's how I'm going to sew it. Instead of sewing one track, it's basically 2 tracks on top of each other. I put the third bundle on already. I did that third bundle single wefted. I didn't do double tracks this time. I left this tiny piece of the dome cap open so I could sew the last bit of that third bundle on. I'm sewing it directly to the closure just to hide the extra piece of lace and anything that may be out of place. Last thing you have to do is cut that extra piece of the dome cap out that is under the lace. Be really careful with that. Don't cut too close to the lace because you don't want your threads to fall apart. And this is the final product, guys. I hope this was a helpful tutorial. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comment box and I will talk to y'all in my next video.